We're with head coach Dan DeCoste and linebacker Tyler Cook.
Coach, just a few opening words. Talk about the game assessment, please.
Well, we knew coming in it was going to be a battle. Maine's a very proud program, tough program. We knew they were going to fight, so that was our message all week. It's a lot of similarities, I think, between the two in regards to how we identify ourselves as programs over the years of, winning in a tough way, a physical way. So we knew it was going to be a fight. Challenged the guys all week that, I thought we played hard against Stanford. We did some good things against Stanford, and they showed a lot of fight. And I just wanted to make sure it wasn't just because it was under the bright lights, so they came out today and did a great job, and they battled. They absolutely battled, so couldn't be more proud of them.
What was the call on the 68-yard touchdown run? Was that obviously designed? Was that kind of a quarterback draw? Or was that a design read?
It was QB run.
Okay.
With him, with Michael Brescia, who's a special player. He's such a physical runner that we try to keep a pitch count on some of his hits, but when it's go time, we need stuff to get done. He's a guy that could take the ball and make things happen. So Coach Bash made a great call. He went empty, spread everything out, and then we were able to hit it up inside. And then he's a fast kid too, so he's able to run away from some people.
How about you, defense? You guys really shut them down the first half. Second half got a little dicey at the end. What were you keying on here, or how well did you feel the defense played?
I thought as a unit we played really well. Coach Belfiore, our DC, did a wonderful job getting us ready for the game. We practiced. They went a lot of tight trips formation, and we repped that all week. And I guess it was either luck or just good game planning that they came out and ran that whole first half, and so that's why we were prepared to shut them down. So.
How about the last series? Obviously they moved down the field. They had momentum. They have a second, at the 29, and then it looked like they tried 2 swing passes. What were you expecting in that scenario? Because you shut that down and forced them to take a longer field goal probably than they wanted to.
Yeah, I was just coach calling just some soft zones, and I don't think we were really expecting that, but that's what we got, and we were prepared for it. So.
Expecting something down the middle?
I would say.
Just to get closer?
Yeah.
Yeah, I would too.
I was in that middle ground, field position wise. Whatever. Yeah. I don't know what their kicker's range is, but you're kind of getting to that point where, you spot the ball on the 30 or anything close to the 30, it's going to be a pretty far field goal. And then with the timeouts left, if they're out of timeouts, it's tough to. Then you got to take into account how many downs are left. You got to clock it. You got to run a field goal team out. So there's a lot of stuff going on there. But from our end, it was like Flick said, just kind of keep it in front of us. Let them take a couple. Shorter throws, rally tackle, and force them to kick.
We were talking, were you surprised? Because I thought they would go to the middle and then spike and get closer. And there was a couple of swing passes that were incomplete or broken up, and then that left them with a 47-yard field goal.
It could have been our coverage dictated that too.
Sure.
We could have had some stuff lined up for the routes that they ran that just Joe's progression brought him down to the flat. And he's played a ton of football. He's a great quarterback, so. I know that moment, he's been in that situation before he could execute there. So that was a big thing for us, really, because we know when he started getting rolling and heating up, he's a talented quarterback. So, and he's seen a lot of looks over the years. So it was a matter of, we were playing with some younger guys. We were rotating guys out, play the freshman corner. Taetuan Sanders, I thought did a great job at the end, just battling. They were going at him a little bit, and he battled and never flinched. So, so that was. Probably a key in as well when he was into the boundary trying to attack over there.
When you break the game, Coach, what won the game for you? What ultimately do you feel won the game for you?
We'll look at the film and see schematically. I felt like we did a good job stopping the run. I didn't see the numbers or anything. I know Michael's big run helped with our rush yards, but I felt like, we were able to move the ball. And you want to obviously, the second half probably, got a 3 and out. 1 or 2 more than we wanted to, you know what I mean? So, but our kids bounced back. But we had to run. That's what I told the O-line. Like when, at the end of the game, it was like 6 minutes left. Like they knew we were running the ball. Everyone in the stadium knew we were running the ball. So that's when you have your character, and so that's when Michael broke a big one, which was nice. But I just think, and this is coach talk, however you want to take it, but our kids just believe in each other. Like it's such a tight team. It's a special group of guys. And they just battle, and they battle for each other. And that's stuff that we talk about, and it's not just a Friday night team meeting speech. That's something that they've been doing for the past 6-7 months, so that's a pretty special thing.
That was a huge swing in the first half, too. You stopped and won 4th and 1, then you scored, got the lead, and they were chasing the game the rest of the way.
Yeah, that was a big turnaround. We actually, I think we went for.
You were credited with the tackle on that.
Yeah,
On
good
the
job.
On the 4th and 1, but I'm sure there were others too. You
Yeah.
stuffed it.
Yeah, I think we went for it on 4th down in that next.
You did.
Yeah,
You
so
did.
that was, I told Bash on the headset, and and our kicker's got a great leg, a strong leg, but we needed a little more juice in that moment, so getting that conversion, which I think was a quarterback run.
It was.
And then, then going down and scoring, and that was huge. It's Maine defensively, over the years always a real tough physical defense, and their defensive scheme set up just to, dare you to throw the ball, and because they're not going to get much breathing room in the run game. So we knew it was going to be a battle and to move. But our kids fought. They really did. They just fought. They battled. Our sideline was positive the whole time. There was never a down moment, and the guys just believed. So it was a big program win, a big time program win.
You want to know now when you walk through a Bangor High School. So.
Yeah. That's my one of my best friends from home, like where I grew up in Pennsylvania. He ran ROTC here for the last 5 years or so. He's stationed now in Washington, but he knew his kids grew up with a lot of Bangor coaches / ADs, and so he was getting me in contact with them. So we like stopping at the high schools and walking through. So it's all good.
Well, congratulations, yeah.
I appreciate it. You good? I talked the whole time.
No, I'm good.
All right. Thank you.
Congratulations.
Appreciate it very much.
Thanks for taking the time.
Yeah. Well, thank you.
It's a little wet. Let's go. You want the West seat?
Yeah, let's move that.
Get that one, yes,
Yeah, Bugs, why don't you sit here?
I bet.
All right, Tyler, you good?
Here we go.
All right.
All set, Tyler? Yes. All right. So we have Bugs Brown, Joe Pignano, Coach Stevens. Coach, just an opening statement, and then we'll open it up for questions.
First just want to congrats Colgate on the win, but looking at us and how we played, I thought that we dug ourselves a hole in the first half just by mistakes offensively, and really made it hard for us to come back in the game. That being said, really proud of the effort from our players, coaches in the second half, continuing to fight because it still was a score, a score that was attainable and something that we could reach, and we did that, and I really excited to see a lot of the growth we've made, really over the past 5 weeks. And then looking at this game, seeing that work out and a lot of guys in new places, especially up front for us, and just seeing them come together and finish the game. Obviously, we came up short, but a lot of positives to take away from it in the second half.
Questions?
One of the key plays was that 68-yard touchdown run, because you guys have done a good job against the run pretty much all game. Was that they spread out? What happened on his touchdown run? Was that just a misassignment, or was it just well executed by them, or a combination?
To be honest, I don't really know because I had a bubble screen on the backside, so as a corner I have to drive that. But probably just a mistake. But, we're gonna get back this week and correct it and make sure that doesn't happen again.
What did you feel the defense played?
Defense played great today. We practiced all week for it. Last week we didn't win and we didn't play how we wanted to play. This week we came back with more fire. We swarmed to the ball. We played way more aggressive. We were physical. We achieved the goals that Coach Stevens sets for us on the defensive end. So, now it's just all about putting everything together and getting a win.
Coach, when did you know you're going to have 2 starting offensive linemen out, and how did it maybe change things and you had to adjust to it?
Yeah, we knew those guys were banged up throughout the week, and then had to make that decision towards the end of the week that they were not going to play. So, but those Jack Webb stepped in, did a great job. As a guy that's been in this program and knows the offense and knows the calls, knows how to communicate. And then Max Lovelock was able to come in and really do a nice job as well. So next guy up. That's really the message, and those guys handled it well.
Joe, how do you assess the offense?
I think in the first half, obviously we need to clean all that up. A lot of that goes back to me, starting with me, but just a lot of mental mistakes. I think, I think this what the second half showed us is, we can be as good as we want to be when we're all on the same page and we're all clicking, and we know our assignments and know what we're doing. So that was good to see. That's the one positive to take away from this game. But obviously not good enough. 18 points, it's not good enough. So just looking to improve.
Well, you had 4 false starts and a holding. That killed 2 drives.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And those are obviously things you have to.
Yeah, those things we've been working on, and we'll continue to work on and continue to emphasize and getting our guys to just play our game and play discipline, and we want to make sure that we're giving ourselves a chance to have the outcomes we want, not shooting ourselves in the foot that way.
The last drive, were there plays that you guys were looking for that they were closing off defensively, like anything over the middle or anything, or were you just trying to keep it outside, keep to the sidelines, stop the clock, that sort of thing?
Yeah, we go through a 2-minute drill almost once a week at practice, so we always feel like we're ready for those situations. I thought we executed pretty well. Obviously got to get a little bit cleaner there, but I think your basic 2-minute drive. Each team's going to give you a little bit something different. Just going through my reads, play ball within the numbers, and then get out, first down, stop the clock, time management.
I think you were second at 20 at the 29, second at the 29, and you tried a couple swing passes and it looked like if you'd been able to hit one over the middle for 5 or 6 yards, you may have given Cole a better shot at the field goal. You're
talking about at the end there?
At the end,
yeah.
I didn't understand.
Just with
basically needed 6 or 7 more yards.
Yeah, just with no time out there, we didn't try to keep it outside, try to get out of bounds, stop the clock. We don't want to get in bounds, guy get held down, and have the game end that way. So just try to spread it, get it out of bounds, try to stop the ball any way we can. Maybe take a shot, to our ball in completion, and give our kicker a shot.
Joe, it seems like second half you got Sean going a little bit offensively, and that kind of opened everything up for you guys. Was that by plan, or what does he bring to the table as a pass catcher?
Sean, yeah, he's a great receiving tight end. Just getting him going is big for this offense, both in the run game and in the pass game. I think that's honestly, since he's so good at blocking, I think that's what makes him even better in the pass game. He can kind of sell one thing, do the next, and adds a lot to our offense. Be able to flex him out, get matchups that we want. But I thought he had a pretty good game. I'm going to keep saying it. Obviously, we got to be better. But it was good to see from Sean. He's a good player for us.
Coach, second half, it seems like the offense. Were there any halftime adjustments, or what was different second half offensively that gave you guys the different results?
Yeah, I think just settling in to, we have, look at this program and we have new people in new places. So for us, we're really taking that next step as a team. And, I thought that they did that in the second half, and it's really coming together. Obviously, Sean made some key plays, and he's a guy that we trust, and, he's a leader on this team. So, it's good to see your leaders leading the way, especially in the second half. And so, really just proud of these two and both sides of the ball, special teams and the way they competed. I got to be better. We, just a lot of accountability falls on me in improving our preparation and making sure that we can have a better start each week.
You ended up having to chase the game because you had that 4th and 1, and you would run a sneaky 4 to get a yard and a half, then you run a half yard. You went with the deep handoff, you got stuffed, and they came down and scored. They converted on 4th. They gave, and so you were always behind. Was that? What did you see on that?
I mean, we did a great job of field position in the first half.
Yes.
And then we put the ball and put everything on the back of the offense to get the first down. We didn't get it, and that happens. That's gonna happen. Now our defense was playing well, so I felt confident in their ability to come out and get a stop. Obviously, there's a momentum swing there, and that was their only score in the first half. It was off a short field, so hindsight. But I think that we want to instill confidence in our guys up front. I believe in them to come through in those moments, and we want to be aggressive.
How good was your quarterback? I mean, he didn't throw very well, particularly well, but he's a good runner.
We talked about him during the week. He's a big physical guy. So when he runs, Coach told us to wrap up and make sure we wrap him up. And, he's a physical runner. He didn't throw the ball very much, so, we couldn't really see what he could do with his arm. But with his legs, we knew he could be dangerous. So what we practiced all week was wrapping and setting edges and making sure he doesn't get outside.
What do you take from this and moving forward?
Yeah, I think it's really a tale of two halves. We look at the mistakes we made in the first half, how well we played together as a team in the second half, and I think we have to, learn from the first half and really build on the second half. And I think we have a lot of pieces here, to be successful. And I mean, it's, we're just starting out. We have a long season ahead. We have, obviously a competitive game coming up next week against Boston College, and we have to kind of assess this game, and we have to move on and continue to push forward. We have a game coming up next week, so we got to get prepared for that one.
Coach, coming out of the tunnel, first time as a coach at your alma mater, I mean, I know this isn't football. Were there any emotions going through your head, or was it kind of just all focused on the game?
I mean, I kind of had the moments of, being back here in this position and, so running out, really just trying to stay focused on, the things that we have to do as a team. And, but no, I mean, as I've said before and said many times, I mean, feel fortunate to be here, honored to be with these players, our staff, and representing Maine, representing the university. And, that's what keeps me going, and that's what keeps me going is these players and making sure that we're always being accountable to them.
Any injury losses?
No.
Okay.
We're healthy right now.
Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Appreciate it.
Thank you.